What's up, everybody? Today's video, I want to talk about WWE and TKO. These guys are really sucking each other's balls from the back. They're going to Saudi Arabia, doing these stupid pay-per-views that I'm sure nobody is looking forward to or wants to see. So now WWE wants to get rich and making all this money, collabing with so many brands. With Saudi Arabia, they're getting them a shitload of money just to bring a pay-per-view to them once a month, right? So it's like, why am I looking forward to wrestling? Is there even real wrestling anymore? You know what I'm saying? And we barely see build-ups and meaningless ass storylines, right? That is a huge problem with Triple H. And that's a big problem and a part of his job. His job is to make sure it is an entertaining show and things are consistent and people are actually invested into it and don't have to give me any backlash. But at the same time, bro, people are gonna hate. People are gonna hate. And they're gonna say, I don't like this and that. But nowadays, nigga, you don't build anything. You have the same matches repeated every week. Like, for example, like we had Drew McIntyre versus Jimmy Uso every week, right? So anyways, that was a pain in my ass, right? Finally, you switch it up. You know what I'm saying? And now we're gonna have fucking, what? Roman Reigns and CM Punk are not gonna show up anymore? Yeah, I'm already knowing. Nobody cares. So literally, they attack. So here's the problem I have right now. They attack CM Punk and Roman Reigns for no reason, right? Now, Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins is now going to target Sami Zayn. You know what I'm saying? So when is CM Punk going to return? In Backlash? Well, hopefully CM Punk does return next week and we make ourselves a fucking tag team match. You might as well just make it CM Punk and Sami Zayn versus the new faction that's going on at this point. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, with the back, this is what I want. I want a good pay-per-view from you guys. You know what I'm saying? I want to see fucking Nia versus Tiffy. You know what I'm saying? Jade versus Naomi one more time. Bianca taking whose side? We need this shit to happen. We only got like 1 week to go. And this is what needs to happen, right? We need to have fucking Lyra Fakara versus Becky Lynch. You know what I'm saying? Makes perfect sense. Because why? At the same time, I better not see no Fatal 4-Way match at Backlash Triple H. I better not. I don't want to see Jade. No. I don't want to see Rhea, Roxanne, Io, and Julia in a Fatal 4-Way or a triple threat match. I mean, you might as well just make a triple threat match at this point for no fucking reason, right? Because all Triple H does is make meaningless ass triple threat matches. It don't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when Vince McMahon put Daniel Bryan in the Edge Roman match, that was understandable because Daniel Bryan wanted to be on top again. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not Daniel Bryan's time. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, he's just adding in random shit, knowing damn well Rhea lost the title, Bianca earned a shot. Why can't you just make Bianca versus Io? You know what I'm saying? You could have just stick with that. Then we can have Rhea in the picture. But no, here's the problem with Triple H. He's always got to do some shit, right? He's always got to have commercials on TV and add it on this so that way they can make money. I swear to God, like every commercial we watch, they make like fucking $100 every commercial, like literally. They'll make hundreds of dollars. Just put it on Netflix. Right. Because that's where the money's at. No. I want to see more highlights. I want to see more highlights from last week. Like the highlight we got from Io Sky versus Stephanie Fakar last week. We need to see more highlights, man. These commercials are wasting our time. It's not interesting. It's making us fucking pissed, making us mad right now. Because it knows that you're not putting on a shitty product. Like literally, if you're so invested in these fucking global brands, why can't we just have a fucking good show at the same time? And I'm going to tell you why Triple H does not care. Because he cares about the money. He only wants to be rich. He only cares about what's going to build up his pockets and for his family. That's all he cares about. He doesn't care if we're going to have a good show. He doesn't care if he's put on a good product. That's what Triple H is at right now. So nobody can try to convince me this is a boom period. This is a good era. No. And some of those people don't understand how life goes. Money doesn't make things better. The more money, the more problems you have, right? And with the more money Triple H is having, he's going to have more problems going on. He's going to get backlash from the fans. Literally. Fucking The Rock's going to get some backlash on him. And there's going to be a real life feud between those two. And those two, they ain't like each other for like 30 years now. So, them niggas going to fight to the grave. But them niggas ain't professional men, bro. They're like two ungrateful sons fighting each other after their father left. After the father gave them the keys to the company. Said, this is on your hands now. After they gave you faith and trust after like 20 plus years, right? And then you just fuck it up. I bet Vince McMahon is devastated right now. I don't know how he feels right now about his stupid ass global brands collabing with his company. I wouldn't even go for that shit. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even have Wingstop or TurboTax in my fucking ring. I'm not gonna have Cricket in my ring. I'm not gonna have a fucking Wingstop sign on the fucking TV screen. No, we're gonna have a little commercial. Like Vince McMahon will produce some commercials, but he's not gonna suck dick like a motherfucker like that, like they're doing now. You know what I'm saying? And the reason Triple H is doing all this because that's where the money's at. He doesn't care about what the product, a good show it needs. They only care about the money. And the more money Triple H makes, he doesn't even care if wrestling dies. He's gonna make something new, and we're just gonna criticize this shit because he just ruined wrestling. And for the ones who really love this shit, they're not gonna go for it, bro. And there's some people who don't want to go for it because they love it so much. They don't want to criticize it. They just love it. I understand that. But with some of these idiots to criticize us, the YouTubers acting like we know everything, no. I don't like that shit. And that's a problem for me. And that's a problem with me. It just tells me you're one of those niggas who don't understand how life is. Don't understand, bro. If you're going to entertain me, nigga, you got to sit down and be creative. You got to actually write shit down. And Triple H is not writing shit down. Triple H is not taking his time out. No, it's all about the money. And without these commercials, you know, what he needs to do is just put on a better show. What Triple H needs to do is just be like, okay, I'm going to have the world champion Jey Uso main event Raw. Why don't Jey Uso main event against Braun Breaker or Seth Rollins? That's what I want to see next week on Raw. I want to see the world champion main event. You know what I'm saying? He has to go through the middle of the show on the mid-card in a promo with Logan Paul. And we already know they're going to now main event the fucking Backlash interview because the World Heavyweight Championship is not a main event championship. Unless it's held by Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns or CM Punk, then yeah, that shit could go right to the main event. Like real talk. But, Jey Uso, man, I hope he loses his championship. At this point, I think the Royal Rumble win for him was totally the worst call ever. But at the same time, we needed something new. We needed something, good for the pay-per-view. So I understand what you're trying to do. But let's just be honest, bro. Jimmy Uso sucks. You know what I mean? I like the story came up, but like the whole you, in the long entrances is really annoying. It's really fucking annoying. That's why I'm not invested in Jey Uso no more. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm more invested in Braun Breaker. You know what I'm saying? I want to find something else to invest to, but it's like, if Braun Breaker gonna work out, what the hell? Who we got? You know what I'm saying? But Triple H is doing a bad job of protecting this company, and I just hope he gets fired. Like him, fucking Nick Khan, fucking, what the hell's the nigga name? I don't even care. Hope they all get fired. Literally, they're ruining wrestling, and I don't like it. TKO sucks, and hopefully Saudi Arabia, their contract with Saudi Arabia is by the end in like 2028, right? So hopefully they better not renew the fucking contract. They better not. They better not, bro. I swear to God, they just stick their own shit, bro. They better not sign another fucking contract, bro. And this is all Vince's fault. Because Vince signed that shit like, 2018? So they got a 10-year contract, right? It's been 7 years. They got 3 years left. So that's Vince's fault. You know what I mean? I don't understand why he signed that shit, too. You know what I mean? Like, really. TKO sucks. The WWE here just needs to do a better job. Like, really, these guys right in front of my picture here are nothing but a bunch of losers.